Hello, Corey back with another video. I mean, it's a bit of a sticky one, bit of a touchy, sensitive topic. It's racism, as you can probably tell by the background. Black Lives Matter. That's a huge thing going around recently. This was really kind of kicked up after the murder of George Floyd. Don't know what happened. Basically speaking, an American police officer decided to murder the unarmed, innocent George Floyd purely because he was black. You can't do that just because the color of someone's skin is completely wrong. Um, but that's not the only incident of racism. You get racism on you know, towards celebrities all the time. Like you see people like Raheem Sterling getting racism. People like Will Smith, Samuel L. Jackson, all them kind of huge kind of A-lister actors, like massive, like Usain Bolt for example, like massive athletes, or like just celebrities in their own way. You see these people getting racism 24/7. Like whenever they tweet something, there's always someone saying like, "Oh, go, go hurt yourself, go kill yourself even. You're black. You don't deserve it. Like, you don't deserve this fame, this money." They're equal. There's nothing about them different apart from their skin, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's completely fine. In fact, speaking scientifically, it's only because they adapted because they lived in the sun longer, and actually it's a benefit because it means they don't get sunburn. So if anything, black skin is better than white skin. But like, it's just, as I said, it's a really touchy topic, so I'm kind of pausing, just trying to think of what to say before I say it. I don't really want to say anything controversial. Um, it's just, it's hard. It's hard to watch. I've seen people like Toby Jizzle, big YouTube star, they break down midway through a live stream because he's talking about racism. It's just getting to him. Like, people literally feel the worst kind of pain ever because of this. Like, is that what people seek? Is that what people seek? They want other people to feel pain. Like, how would white people like it if black people and coloured people went and made polar bear gestures at us? How would we like it? We would not like it. That's the thing. We would feel out of place. We would have been discriminated, hated, just because we were white. And it's wrong. It's, well, speaking truthfully, words don't describe how wrong it is. That's how black people feel though. Black people feel as if they don't have a place in this world. They feel as if they've just been, like, mistreated so badly. Like, they feel as if they're just out of place. As if they are unwanted and unneeded. This makes them commit suicide. I can tell you, you are wanted, and most certainly you are needed. You've been brought into this world for a reason. Like, you've definitely got a place here. Now, people give Will Smith racist abuse. It's just, like, Will Smith, he's made money. He's made proper money. I think the richest black actor of all time. Maybe black celebrity, I don't know. But, like, you can't exactly criticize him. He's followed his dream. He's just completely dominated what he does. And become an all-time legend. Become a great person. Become someone people look up to. I think people do this because they're jealous. Like, oh well, if we can't be them, let's at least make them feel bad so they can't enjoy it themselves. I feel like they're jealous of this. Like me personally speaking, I am jealous. I would love to be black. Honestly, I would love to be black. I would not mind that one bit. But that's not what we're on about, really, is it? That's another conversation for another video. That is. But you know, like, this is a very touchy topic because my stepdad's Nigerian as well. So, like, he's black. He's received racial abuse. I need to be careful, man. Um, it's just sad, you know. Like this whole thing sends people into such depression, into such a feeling that unwanted, like as if they just don't belong here. They actually commit suicide, and it's not right. Like the number of black suicides has increased since this racism thing's picked up, and like more racism is kind of being like more racist acts, I should say, are being committed. But it's wrong. Like for some reason, one reason or another, it's not a like the government don't go, oh yeah, you can go in jail for that, like, or you can be fined for that. That's what they should do, but they don't. That's the problem. The government don't do anything. Like, oh yeah, no to racism. La la la. They don't care. The government couldn't care less, and that's the main reason as to why I think that all the people in the protests and the uprising and the marches are more than right and justified to do what they're doing in these marches, you know? Like, this sign that I've got in the background of the video, Black Lives Matter, that's been just like all over the place recently. Marches of literally tens, if not hundreds of thousands, going up to certain places like maybe the local government or even the national government, like trying to bring this whole thing to a stop, trying to stop racism. I think it's totally right. I mean, what they're doing, what they're doing is trying to make themselves heard, and I respect it more than probably anything in this world right now. I respect it. I respect it to the high heavens, man. I do. And I think that all these people that aren't necessarily racist, but just stand there and watch, are as bad as the racist ones themselves. I feel like, you know, like we could stand up to it, but we don't. What we think is, oh, I'm this one person. I can't stand up to this. But yes, you can. Look at everyone around you. I guarantee you, at least one time in their life, everybody has thought, I'm one person, I can't do that. If you were to unite with other people, you could do that. You could accomplish greater things when you're with other people. These hundreds of thousands of people in these marches, these like uprisings and all these revolts and that. Look at how much awareness they've raised recently. It's gone round global, like say no to racism and all that. It's gone round global because of what they're doing in great numbers. If that's just one person, you know, that would have been swept under the front cover of a newspaper and like, you know, no one would have spoken about it the day after. But no, this has changed. This has changed a lot of people's views on racism dramatically, and it's good. The only problem is I think it's not going to be as successful because of the leaders in power. When I say leaders in power, I'm specifically talking about USA and UK. Donald Trump for USA, and of course Boris Johnson for the UK. I live in the UK, and Boris Johnson can be a very, very annoying person. Personally, I do wish we had um, Jeremy Corbyn, but that's again another matter for another video. But the main one is Donald Trump. Like there's been so many instances of him being racist. He like let's see, he like kind of he'll stop immigrants from coming into the country purely because they're immigrants. No real reason, just because they're immigrants. He wants to build a wall between USA and Mexico. Are you insane? Why do you want to build a wall there? They can fly over. It's pretty, you know, pretty bad behaviour, I'd say, for someone with such an influential amount of power as well. Like, he can, if he wanted to, he could control the world. He's one of the most powerful men in the world, if not the most powerful man. And he doesn't do anything. He could stop racism if he really wanted to. If you say Donald Trump, I don't know, Vladimir Putin and Boris Johnson were to meet up and try and stop racism, they'd probably do that. They'd stop it instantly. But no, they don't do that. I'm not exactly shaming Vladimir Putin. I don't want to. I know what he would do to me. But Boris Johnson, Donald Trump have really not helped the situation. If Barack Obama was here, this would all be solved in the USA. There's not much more to be said other than the fact that everyone is equal. You know, we should have equal rights, no matter who you are. Like LGBTQ, you know, if you're a different color skin, or if you're like, you know, anything, different religions, different genders, or whatever, yeah, you should all have the same amount of rights. This especially goes to obviously the different skins and religions. You know, racism is bad and it shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't. It should be completely abolished. Anyone who does it, honestly, if necessary, sentenced to death. Simple, capital punishment. Get rid of things, and then just let it not return. But it's, you know, I'm sick and tired of it. Like, people getting away with these things. It's not. It gets me angry on the inside. Like, you know, I just wanna. If I see someone that's racist, I physically want to clench my fist as tight as I can and punch them, just square on the nose. I want them to feel the pain that they cause other people through these racist remarks. And you know, I'm not the only one. Other people want to do that. So if you can relate, cool enough. I mean, not too much to be said anymore. That's basically it. If if you like the video, you know, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Um, Obviously, I can do a few more videos like this to raise a bit more awareness, if if you want. But that's yeah, that's gonna be it. Again, it's a very touchy topic, and in some cases, I tear up, if not actually shed tears and actually cry, because it gets so bad. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna end it there. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out.